Hey everyone, I meant to share this information earlier, but nurses are trained to scan people with their eyes. I've said that before. Um, Nurses, when they first meet you, you might not know it, but they're scanning your eyes. So if the white of your eyes are yellow or brown, they know immediately that your liver is unhealthy and not cleaned out. Your whites of your eyes should be white. Nurses will look at your ears. Like we could look at a newborn baby's ear and tell if it has Down syndrome before it's diagnosed with Down syndrome, because we can measure the ear and we can see certain things of how the ear is positioned if the child is a Down syndrome baby. We can also look at the ear to see if someone is if their body is processing and going through death. We can do that. We could look at your skin and see something called modeling. And we know that the body is breaking down and something will happen where the person will pass away. We can look at your ankles, and if your ankles are swollen, we know that something's going on with your heart. If you are constantly spitting up mucus and coughing it out, nurses who are trained on the natural side of health, we know that you have some form of infection and disease process going going on inside of your body. We are just naturally trained to assess. That's what we do. We can't help it. We're just trained to pay attention because our assessment can save lives. Okay? And so I can look at someone on television and see things going on internally with a person's health or with their body. I can just see that as a nurse. And nurses know exactly what I'm talking about. We're just naturally trained to assess, and that's just something that we do. So often when I come on my platform, I'm sharing information on how to be on the healthy side um, of health so that you can live long and so you can live strong and so that, you know, God will, bless you and increase your life. I know that uh, when my mom was having some health issues, I flew to where she was living in the state that she was living in, and she asked me to come and show her everything that God was teaching me as I was going through nursing school for how to eat right, how to bless the body, how to bless the liver and the kidneys and the heart. She wanted to know because I said to her, Mom, if you ever want to know what God has been teaching me as I'm going through nursing school, because I have a call on my life in the healing ministry, I said, just let me know and I'll come to where you are and just share everything that God has taught me. Do you know God gave my mother so many more years on her life because she received the word of the living God. She began to clean her body out, eat the foods without the toxic chemicals, add the essential nutrients in her body, do parasite cleansing and all of that stuff, right? And she just looked so good. She did so well that she entered the Miss Georgia Senior pageant. I mean, just knowing God's laws and knowing how they work in the body is such a blessing. Of course, she was reading her Bible and praying and all of that, but she did her part. Like, there's a part you play with God. God will always do his part, okay, and follow through with his promises, but we have to do our part. But you have to find out what your part is. And I don't do a glaze over on that. I am very detailed. I'm going to tell you the truth of what you have to do and how you need to get permission from your doctor, and so that you could bless your body, okay? Because there is something you have to do every day to take care of your body. Just like you brush your teeth every day and take care of your teeth and jump in the shower, there are things that you are supposed to be doing for your body to be a blessing to your body, to walk in health. Okay, and that's the part I play. I do my part. I do what God has called me to do. Whether you receive it or not, that's up to you. God gives everybody a free choice. But I'm not going to get up here and tell half truths. I'm going to tell you what you need to do. And I have all kinds of information on my Rumble account at lower GOLDTEETH, gold teeth, lower case letters. And I have an award-winning health documentary that I did with one of my professors, Dr. Julie Hayek, in college. And I wanted to team up with Dr. Valerie Saxon, but that one precious woman, a guy, had passed away. She had already agreed to work with me, but she had passed away during that whole pandemic thing, So, man, really wanted to work with her. She's just such a precious woman of God. And she understood God's internal laws for cleaning out the body. She really understood that. And God was training me and teaching me that as I was going through nursing school. He had to tell me the whole everything, the whole enchilada. Like, that's why I trust him so much, because he don't lie to me. God tells me the truth. He don't leave nothing missing. He tell me everything. So this is Prophetess Nurse Lois. Just sharing you how nurses think, how we just assess. We're assessing what you're saying. We're assessing how you're behaving. We are assessing everything. So that's just something we're trained to do to save lives. God bless you.